हेलो बिंदु सागर, कोई डाउट?
Good afternoon, sir.
गुड आफ्टरनून. एनी डाउट
No, sir.
from previous? Okay, so let's start with inverse of a function. We already know is the meaning of composition. Yes, composition of two function, and we already done composition of non-uniformly defined functions also. Okay, so inverse of a function is what? Let's say if we have any function f, any function f. Okay, and let's say we have another function g such that f is from a to b, f is a function from a to b, and g is your function from b to a. Okay, if we have two functions f and g such that f is from a set to b set and g function is your from b set to a set, now fog is a function, fog is a function from a to a or b to b? Tell me.
Sir,
Fog
B to B.
b to b, and g of f from a to a. Yes,
Yes, sir.
and if fork function and go function both are identity function and fork is identity on b and gof is identity on a, then we can say that f and g are inverse of each other. Okay, if you have two functions f and g, a to b and b to a, and such that fork and gof are identity on b and identity on a respectively, then we can say f and g are inverse of each other. Okay, so if we have any function whose inverse exists, let's say function is f, then f inverse is generally denoted by f power minus 1. Okay, f power minus 1. It means inverse of your function f. For example, if we have sine function sine x, so sine inverse is what? Inverse of sine is sine inverse of x. It doesn't means that this is equal to 1 upon sine x. Okay, this is not equal to 1 upon sine x. 1 upon sine x is what? 1 upon sine x is sine x whole inverse. This is equal to 1 upon sine x. Okay, sine inverse x is something else. Sine inverse x is a function such that composition of sine and sine inverse gives you x. Okay, now from here clearly we say that domain of f is equal to range of g. Yes or no? Domain of f is equal to range of g, and range of f is equal to domain of g. Yes, you can
Excuse me,
easily
sir.
say. Yeah,
So what does identity on B mean? FOG is equal to identity on B.
identity function is what? Let's say if you have some set a to a, we have a function from a to a. Okay, then identity function on a means this is a function such that if you put x here you will get x. Okay, ia of x is x.
Achha, okay, sir.
Okay, so this is your identity function. So domain of f is what? Range of g, and range of f is what? Domain of g. And we know that inverse of a function exists when function is 1 1 and onto. Yes, function is invertible when function is 1 1 and onto both. Yes, question is how to find inverse of a given function. Let's say my function is, y is equal to, or let's say this is fx. Let's say f is your from r to r one function defined by fx is equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, now if find the inverse of this function if it exists. Okay, so function is invertible when function is 1 1 and onto. Yeah, so first of all you have to prove that function is 1. So how to show that function is a 1 1 function? Take fx1 is equal to fx2. If it implies that is equal to x2, it means function is 1 1. So fx1 is what? Fx1 is 2x1 minus, and this is equal to x2 minus 3. Using simple manipulation, you can get x1 equal to x2. Yes. So it means fx1 is equal to fx2 implies x1 equal to x2. So it implies f is 1 function. Yes or no? Any doubt?
Yes, sir, got it.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now B is what? We have to show function is onto also. F is onto. What is the meaning of onto? If range is equal to codomain, function is known as onto function. Yes. So
Yes.
let's say some y belongs to this R. Let's say some y belongs to this R. If we have some x belongs to domain, if we have some x belongs to domain, if there exists some x belongs to domain, here domain is domain real number. There exists some x belongs to domain such that fx is equal to y, then it means function is onto. Yes or no? Because y is arbitrary number. So let's say y is your arbitrary number.
So could you repeat this onto wala part?
Okay, onto means what? Onto means codomain is equal to range. Yes or no?
Yes.
And if we choose any point from domain, if we choose any point, y belongs to codomain. And if we are able to show that, sorry, sorry. And if we are able to show that there exists some x belongs to domain such that fx is equal to y. So it means y belongs to each. Yes or no? If you choose any point from codomain and you are able to show that there exists some x belongs to domain such that value of that function at x is equal to y, it means y belongs to range.
Yes.
And since y is any arbitrary element, so this is true for all element of y codomain. Since
Yes.
y is any arbitrary, so it implies this is true for every element of codomain. So it means every element of codomain is what? Every element of codomain belongs to range. Yes. So it means what? It means codomain is subset of range. And we already know range is also the subset of codomain. Okay, codomain is subset of range, and we know range is subset of codomain. It implies codomain is equal to range. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that's why we can say function is onto function. So here we choose some y belongs to your codomain. Codomain is what? Codomain is your real number. If we are able to show that there exists some x belongs to domain such that value of function at x is equal to y, it means function is onto. Yes. So now, so let's say there is some x such that fx is equal to y. It means what? It means 2 minus 3 is equal to y. Yes or no?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, is x a particular value?
X is any value. Some
Okay,
value
so
for some
arbitrary.
x. Y is your arbitrary value, and if we find some x such that fx is equal to y, then this is equal to onto. Okay, x is
Okay.
any value. So 2x minus 3 is equal to y. So 2x is equal to minus 3. X is equal to y plus 3 by. Since y belongs to R, so y plus 3 by 2, this number also belongs to R. No.
Yes.
So it means y plus 3 to my domain, because domain is all real number.
Yes.
So it means for y belongs to codomain, for y belongs to codomain, we have some x, and that x is what? That x y plus 3 by 2. Yes. Such that this value is equal to what? Got.
So don't we put the value of y plus 3 by 2 in the function?
Because
To
this
get
is
y.
the value. Yeah, because this is the value of x for which f of this value gives me y. Yes, f of
Yes.
this value gives me y, and this value belongs to domain also. We already proved here. Yes. So it means what? For any value of codomain, for any value of y, we have some value such that f of that value is equal to y. Yes. So it means function is what? Function is onto. Got it? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now we prove that function is 1, 1 and function is onto. It means what? Function is invertible. And if function is invertible, then its inverse exists. So how to find inverse of this function? Now, we know fx is what? Fx is equal to 2x minus 3. Yes. Now we know, let's say fx is y is equal to 2x minus 3. Now we have y as a function of x. Our task is we have to find x as a function of y. Our task is we have to find x as a function of y. If we manipulate it, we'll get x is equal to y plus 3 by 2. Yes. So this is your x as a function of y. To find inverse, your task is what? First step is convert your x as a function of y. Okay. Now this is your function. Now replace by f inverse x and y by x. Replace f inverse x and y by x. So this is your inverse function. Okay. Got it? That how to find inverse of a function?
Yes, sir.
You can simply check or verify this that f o f inverse is what? F o f inverse is what? So f of f inverse x, yes. F inverse x is what? F inverse x is x plus 3 by 2. So now f of this value is what? 2 into x plus 3 by 2 minus 3. If you simplify this, you will get this equal to x. So f of f inverse is what? X, which is an identity function on R. Similarly, you can find f inverse of. F inverse of is what? F inverse fx. Okay. F is what? Fx is 2x minus 3. So this will become f inverse 2x minus 3. Now f inverse is what? F inverse is x plus 3 by 2. So now this is your x. X plus 3 divided by 2, which is equal to x. Yes. So f inverse of is also your identity function from a to a, or you can say r to r. So it means this is my inverse function. Okay. Now question is, first of all, simple one. Let's say if you have y or function fx is equal to x plus 1 upon x minus 2. Okay, find the inverse of this function. Find inverse of this function.
So do we have to check first if it is
No. If question is find f inverse x, then it's you have to find only f inverse x. Okay. And if question that first check that function is invertible or not. If invertible, then find f inverse x. Then you have to show that function is 1, 1 and on 2. Otherwise, you have to find f inverse. Sorry.
Sir, is the F inverse 2x plus 1 upon x minus 1?
Okay, check. Y is equal to what? Y is equal to x plus 1 upon x minus 2. Now convert x as a function of y, so you'll get x is equal to what? You get 1 plus 2y upon y minus 1. Yeah. So this is your inverse function. Inversion is what? Inverse function is 2x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is your inverse function. Yx minus 2y, that's 1 plus 2y, and this is y minus 1. Yeah. Next one. Second question. If fx is equal to 2 to the power x minus 3, find f inverse x. Also very simple. So we have y is equal to what? Y is equal to 2 power x minus s. Now we have to convert x as a function of y. So we have to take logarithm on both sides. Take logarithm to the 2. So this will become log y to the base 2 is equal to log.
Excuse me, sir. Is the answer 3 log x?
3 plus log x by 2 base 2.
Yes, that.
If you take base as 2, so this will become log y to the base 2 is equal to log 2 to the power x minus 3 to the base 2. Yes?
Yes.
And you know the one property that log m to the base p to the base a, sorry, log m to the power p to the base a is p log m to the base a.
Yes.
Okay. So now this will become log base 2 is equal to x minus 3 log 2 to the base 2. And log a to the base a is what? Log a to the base a is 1. So it means x minus 3 into log 2 to the base 2 is 1. So it implies x is equal to what? X is equal to 3 plus log y to the base 2. So hence f inverse x is what? F inverse x is 3 plus log x to the base 2. Yes. So this will be your function. Inverse function.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm?
So what I have done in this is instead of writing x minus 3, I wrote 2 to the power x upon 2 to the power 3.
X upon
2 to the power x upon 2 to the power 3 because x minus 3 is equal to that.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yes,
Then
that's good. Then I got
Okay, okay.
then it will become 8, right? So could you
8
solve it that way?
Okay. So you write this as log y base 2 is equal to log 2 to the power x upon 2 to the power 3. Yes, to the base 2.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the formula that log m upon, we have formula that log m to the base m by n to the base a is what? Log m by n to the base n a is log n
Log
to
n
the
minus
a
1.
my log n. So this will give you log 2 to the base x to the base 2 minus log 2 to the power 3 to the base 2. So this will become x minus 3 again. Okay. So answer will be same. Okay.
Yes.
And if inverse exists, then inverse is unique. Okay, if we have any function f and it has its inverse, so inverse function is unique also. Okay, and always unique. F and f inverse, if f is any function, so inverse of its function is always unique. Okay. And next one is, next one, properties. First property is that inverse of a function is unique, and next property is f and f inverse x are mirror image. F and f inverse x, f and f inverse x are mirror with respect to mirror image about the line or with respect to y is equal to x line. Okay, means what? Means let's say this is my function y is equal to my line y is equal to x, and let's say this is my function. This is not a function. Let's say this is your 1 1 function. Okay, let's say this is your 1 1 function. So if f is this function, so inverse of this function is what? Graph of its inverse function is mirror image with respect to this line. So mirror image with respect to this line is, okay, hello,
Yes, sir.
hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I'm audible, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
So your voice is cracking.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now it's fine. Okay. Okay. Now we know that f and f inverse both are mirror image with respect to the line y is equal to x. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now next function is periodic functions. So anybody have any idea that what is periodic function? What is periodic function?
Sir, it repeats its values after a fixed time
After
value.
some fixed, yeah, after some fixed value. So periodic function is what? Periodic functions. Let's we have any function f, and if repeat its value after some number t is your any real number. Okay, if function repeats its value at t such that this is x for all x belongs to t, for all x belongs to its domain, sorry, for all x belongs to its domain, then function is known as periodic function with period t. Okay, then function is known as periodic function with period t. Okay, periodic functions are what? Periodic functions are some functions such that they repeat its value after some particular real number. So if f is your function and fx plus t is equal to fx for all x belongs to d, then t is known as your period for given function. Period given function. Okay. Any example?
So sin x.
Okay, y is equal to sin x. Very good. Y is equal to sin x. What? Sin x is a periodic function. So period is what? We know if we add x plus 2 pi, is sin x. Yes or no? If we add x sin of x plus 4 pi, this is also sin x or no?
Yes.
Similarly, sin of is 2n pi, x plus 2n pi. This is what? Sin x, any natural number. Yes. So it means 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi. You can say all even integral of pi. Even integral multiple of pi. Even integral multiple of pi are period of your given function. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now the smallest of them is with smallest 2 pi is your small number. Yes, 2 is your smallest number. So this is known as fundamental period. This is fundamental period of your sine. Got it? What is the fundamental period? The smallest out of them is known as fundamental period of that function. Okay. If question is find the period, it means you have to find the fundamental period only. Okay. If so you have to find the fundamental period of that function. Let's say if we have some function y is equal to 10x. Y is equal to 10x. What is period of this function? What is the period?
So is it
Y
also
is equal
given
to
by
pi. You know that x pi is what? 10x. All x belongs to domain. Yes. Yes or no? 10 of x plus pi is equal to 10x for all x belongs to domain. So hence fundamental period or period for 10 is pi. Okay. What is the period of cos x?
pi by 2?
No, 2 pi. How pi by 2? Is 2 pi. If you find cos x plus pi by 2, cos plus pi by 2, that is minus x. It is not equal to x. Yes.
Yes.
So fundamental period or period of cos is also 2 pi. Sin
2
x is 2 pi. 10x is pi. What is the fundamental period of cot x? Fundamental period for cot x? This is also pi. Okay. If f period pi, you can, if f has period t, f has period t, 1 by f also has period t. Okay. If period of f is t, then period of 1 by f is also t. Okay, so cot x is what? Cot x is 1 upon 10. So period of this function is also pi. So what is the period of cos sec x? What is the period of sec x? Period of sec x is 2 pi. Yes? Period of sec x is 2 pi.
Yes, sir.
What is the period of cosec x? Cosec x also 2 pi. Yes? Now, what is the period of this function? Period of mod sin x. What is the period of mod sin x? What is the period of mod sin x? Basically, period is what? Period is smallest value of smallest real number such that graph or value repeat itself. Yes? Value or its graph repeat itself. Yes? If for y is equal to mod x, so y is equal to mod x is what? Y is mod x is like this. Mod sin y is equal to sin x is like this is what 0 minus pi minus 2 pi. This is 2. This is 3 pi. This is 4 pi. So what is the period of sin mod sin x? Period of mod sin x is pi. Okay. You can check also y is equal to what? Sin x. So f of x plus pi is what? F of x plus pi is mod of sin x plus pi. And you know mod of sin x pi is what? minus of sin x mod. Yes, that is equal to what? Minus 1 mod into sin mod, because mod AB is what? Mod into mod B, and this is equal to mod 6. Yes or no? Or any doubt? Any doubt is? Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Yes.
Any doubt?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay, okay. Mode of sin x period for mode of sin x is what? Mode of sin x period is pi. Okay. Next one. Next property is what? If period of f is t, if period of f is t, then period of f a x plus b is t by mod a. T by mod a. Okay. Why mod a? Because period is always a positive quantity. Period is always a positive quantity. Always positive quantity. Okay. So period of f of ax plus b is what? T of mod a. T upon mod a. So now if function is fx is equal to cos of 2x minus pi by 6. So what will be the period for this function? Period for this function. What will be the period? Pi. Yes, yes, Mohit. No, and answer is pi. Why? Because period of cos is what? Period of cos x is 2 pi. And here we have function cos of ax plus b type. So period is what? P is 2 pi by mod a. A is what? 2. So mod a is 2. So answer for period is pi. Okay? Yes or no? Next one. Let's say function is cos of x minus pi 5 into 2. So what will be the period? What will be the period?
Sir, 2 pi by 5.
Not 2 pi by 5. A is what here? A is 5 or 1 by 5?
So 1 by 5.
So 2 pi by 1 by 5 is what? It's 10 pi.
10 pi. Yes.
Period is what? Period is 5 into 2 pi, which is 10 pi. Okay. So period for this function is 10 pi. Next one. So tell me, what is the LCM of 4 and tell me. What is LCM of 4 and 6? LCM of 4 and 6. 12. Very Aryaman and Bindu. What happened? LCM of 4 and 6 is what? LCM of 4 and 6 is 2. Okay, LCM is least common multiple.
Yes.
Now, Tell me LCM of 5 by 2 and 3 by say 8. What is 5 by 2 and 3 by 8 LCM? How to find LCM of two irrational numbers? Definition is what? Definition is LCM is the smallest least common multiple or smallest common multiple. So what will be the LCM for 5 by 2 and 3 by 8? Fifteen by 16. How? Mohit? Okay, your mic is not working. LCM of two rational number is multiply numerator and denominator. No. No. Idea about LCM of two is LCM of, let's say we have two rational number P1 upon Q1 and next number is P2 upon Q2. Okay. So LCM is what? LCM of P1 and P2. LCM of P1 and P2 divided by HCF of Q1 and Q2. HCF of Q1 and Q2. Okay, LCM of numerators divided by HCF of denominators is known as LCM of two real number. So now LCM of 5 and 3. So LCM of these two number is LCM of 5 and 3 divided by HCF of 2 and 8. So LCM of 5 and 3 is what? That is 15, and HCF of 2 and 8 2. So this will become 50 by 2. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, let's say one property of first property is what? First property is f and 1 by f both have same period. Second property is what? If f has period t, then f of ax plus b period 1 t by mod a. Third property is what? Third property is, let's say if f has period t1 and another function g has period t2, then their sum of difference having period LCM of t1 and t2. Okay, LCM of t1 and t2. Right? If function f has period t and g has period t2, then their sum and difference having period their LCM. Okay. Okay. So now tell me, if we have a function cos 2 by 3x cos 2 by 3x plus sine 4 by 5x, so what will be the period of this function? This function. What will be the period? So 15 pi. Very good. Very good. 15 pi. How? Period of this function is 2 pi upon 2 by 3. Yes, which is equal to 3 pi. And period of second function is what? 2 pi upon 4 by 5, which is 5 by 2 pi. Now we have two numbers, 3 pi and 5 by pi. So LCM is what? LCM of 3 by 1 and 5 by 2 is 15. Okay, so this is 15 pi. So period of given function is 15 pi. Okay. Now for this we do one or two question. Now what is the period of?
So could you go back to write it?
Could I?
एक minute, sir. You're done, sir.
Okay. Now LCM of rational and irrational number. What is LCM of rational and irrational number? So LCM of one rational and another number is irrational, then LCM is not defined. Okay, LCM is defined. Means if we have one function sin x, another function fractional part x. Okay. So period of sin x is what? Period of sin x is? Period is what? Period of sin x is 2. Yes. And what is the period of fractional x? Period of fractional x? Period of fractional x is 1. Yes. Why? If you add x plus 1 fraction, you will get fractional x. Why? Because we have property x plus some integer fractional part is equal to fractional part of x. Okay. X plus integer part is equal to fractional part of x. M must be an integer quantity. So fractional x is what? Fractional x is having period 1 and sin x having period 2 pi. So this is your irrational number and this is your rational number. So LCM of both not defined. It means period of this function does not exist, or you can say period is not defined for this function. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Okay, now next is what? Next is your constant function. What is the period of any constant function? Tell me, what is the period of constant function? Constant function is what? Let's say fx is some
Repeats after every value.
It repeats for every, but what is the fundamental period? Period is what? Period for this is all real number. Yes. Period is what? Period is all real number. Because if we put here f of x plus any real number other than 0. Okay, f of x plus any real number which is greater than 0. So value must be 2 because function is constant. Yes or no?
Yes.
So period is what? Period is every real number. Every positive real number is your period for this. Okay, but what is the fundamental period? The smallest of them. We don't know what is the smallest quantity, so the fundamental period does not exist here. Fundamental period is not defined. Is not defined. Fundamental period is not defined here, but period are all positive real numbers. Yes, because for every positive real number, fx plus that number is equal to 2, or that constant quantity. So is what? Period is all positive real numbers, but fundamental period is not defined here because we don't know what is the number next 0.
So
Okay.
why only positive real numbers?
Let's a function from R to R. Okay, function is R to R. Then if fx is some constant quantity, so it means what? If you put any x here, you'll get same value. Yes.
Yes.
Now, f of x plus any positive real number. F of x plus any positive number. We'll get that constant quantity. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's why for period is any positive real number.
So sir, if we add negative real number, it will not.
No. Definition is what? Definition is period is always a positive number.
Achha,
A
okay,
smallest positive real number such that fx plus t is equal to fx. Yes. For x belongs to must be greater than 0. T must be positive. Definition for period is this. That's why f of x plus any positive real number is constant. It means any positive real number is your period for the given function, constant function, but fundamental period is not defined here. Okay. If question is, let's say fx is equal to 5 for all real numbers, what is the period? So period is not defined, because in question if we write period, it means he was asking about fundamental period. Okay.
Yes.
Next one. What is the graph of sine x by x? Sine x by sine x, sir. What is the graph of sine x by sine x? Or you can say what is the fundamental, or you can say what is the period of this function? Sine x upon x, sine x.
So isn't it just equal to 1?
No. There are some point where function is not defined. And that points are what? Where sine x is equal to 0. If sine
So
x is
2
0,
and
then
5.
this not 2 and pi. Why? What is this quantity? This quantity is 1 for all x belonging to R minus x such that x is 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
And when sine x is equal to 0, it means x is what? X is equal to n pi. X is what? X is n pi, where n is your integral value. Okay.
Yes.
It means this function is 1, but this function is not defined at these values. So graph is what graph's function is. Means at x is equal to 0, this is not defined. Till pi, this is 1. At pi, this is not defined again. 2 pi, this is 1. At 2 pi, this is not defined. Again, till 3 pi, this is 1. At 3 pi, this is not defined. Similarly, on new direction. Yes, this is minus pi. This is minus 2 pi. Yes. And this is 0. At integral of pi, function is not defined and otherwise function is 1. So this is the graph for your sine x upon sine x. Yes. If you look carefully that your function, this function is repeating Yes, this function is repeated again and again. So it means period is what? Period is y. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. Now your last topic. So what is 0, 0? 0 by 0 is determinant form. We about this in your next to next chapter. Okay. 0 by 0 is not defined type of quantity. Okay. Basically, there are 7 forms which are indeterminate form. They are 0 by 0. We can't find what is 0 by 0. What is infinity to the power 0? What is 0 to the power 0? You heard one property that any number to the power 0 is what? Any number to the power 0 is what? You learn this is 9th class.
1.
1. But there is some condition here that x must be non-zero quantity. Yes. For n non-zero to the power 0 is equal to 1. But what 0 to the power 0 is a not defined property, not defined quantity. Okay, this is not defined quantity. Now, so this is your periodic function. Periodic functions are what? Which repeat itself after some positive real number or positive value. F of x is equal to f of x plus t for some t belongs to positive real number. Okay, that is your periodic function. And we have some properties about that. If period of f is t, then 1 upon f is period t. If period of f is t, then f of ax plus b having period t by mod a. And if we have period of f and g are t1 and t2 respectively, then there is sum and difference having period LCM of both the numbers. Yes. And LCM of two rational numbers are what? LCM of two rational number is LCM of their numerator divided by HCF of their denominators. Okay. And LCM of rational and irrational number is not defined. Okay. So now next or your last topic, that is transformation of graphs. Transformation of graph. Okay, let's say if we know the graph for fx function, let's say we have some graph for fx function. Now what will be the graph of minus of fx? Let's say if we have some function fx which has this graph. So this is your graph for your fx. So what will be the graph of your minus fx? If you know graph of fx, then how to plot the graph of minus fx? Minus fx is what? Now if we have some value, let's say this is your fx, says y. At some x, if we have some value y, in minus fx, for x we have value as minus y. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So graph must be what? Graph must be mirror image with respect to x-axis. Yes. If I plot the graph with white pen for minus fx, let's say at x my value is y. Now for minus fx, my value at x is what? Minus y. Yes. Similarly, for this we have this point. For this we have this point. For this we have this point. So graph is what? Graph is mirror image with respect to x-axis. Similarly, at x2 we have this value. For minus fx we have this value. Graph is your mirror image with respect to x-axis. If you know the graph of fx, then graph of minus fx is what? This is mirror image with respect to x-axis. Any doubt in this?
So sir, minus of x is just mirror image.
Yeah.
Respect to x. Okay.
With respect to x-axis. For example, let's say if we have, this is the graph of y is equal to sine x. Yes, so on. This is the graph of y is equal to sine x. So what is the graph of minus sine x? Minus sine x is what? Minus sine x is just mirror image of this graph with respect to. So this is graph. Yes, that orange or color is your graph for y is equal to minus sine x. Yes. Any doubt?
No. Sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Now, what will be the graph of mode of fx? Let's say we have graph of fx. Then what is the graph of mode of x? Mode of x is what? Let's have the graph of y is equal to sine. This is your fx is equal to 6. Mode of sine x is mode of fx is what? Mode of fx is mode of x. It means what? Mode function is what? Mode of fx is, it will take value f if fx is non-negative quantities, fx when fx is greater than equal to 0. This is the definition of mode function. And mode fx is minus fx when fx is negative. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it means what? It means when fx is positive, the graph will remain same. If fx is positive, so graph is same. It means y is equal to mode sine x is what? If fx is positive, the graph will be same. This will have. Now, if fx is negative, then the graph is minus of fx. And minus of fx is what? Minus of fx is mirror image of fx with
Mirror image
respect to
with respect to
x-axis.
x.
So this is your graph. Yes. Again, if fx is positive, the value is same. Now if fx is positive, so is this. If fx is negative, so graph is. Yes. So this is your graph for modes. Got it? Okay. Similarly, in negative direction. This. So, any doubt in this?
No, sir. No, sir.
So now we know how to plot. If we know the graph of fx, how to plot minus fx and mode of fx. Okay. Now next one. Let's say if what is the graph of fx, then how to plot graph of f of x plus a, f of x plus a, where a is some positive quantity. Okay, where a is some positive quantity. Now, let's say what is the graph mode x? Mode x is like this. Yes, this is your mode x. Now, what is the graph of mode x plus 3? Let's say 3, 2, 1, whatever it is. Let's say mode x plus 3. So now, value at x is, if value at x is 0, now value is 3. If value at 1 is 1, now value became 4. It means graph shifted in upward direction by 3 units. Yes or no? So graph will be what? Graph will be yes. If LU at x is 1, this value at 1, so now value became 4. Yes, at 0 value became 3. So the graph shifted in upward direction by a unit. Okay. Graph shifted in upward direction by a unit. Okay, if a is positive. And what about if a is negative? So what will be the value of fx, graph of fx minus a? Now what will be the value? mod x minus, let's say value is 3. So graph shifted in downward and by units. Got it? Means height of the graph increases or decreases as a is positive or negative. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, the graph of x square. If you know graph of x square, so what will be the graph of x square plus 3? So x square is what is this? Yes. Y is equal to x square is this. So y is equal to x square plus 3 is what? Shift the graph 3 units in upward direction. Yes. So graph will be, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. Next graph is, if we know the graph for fx, so what will be the graph of f of minus x? Let's say graph is 1. Let's say graph is this one. So tell me, what is the graph of f of minus x? I'm giving you 3 minutes. Or 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Graph is what? 1 minute is left.
Sir, mirror with x-axis.
No. I think mirror image with y-axis. Why? Let's say we have some value f of 2. Let's say f of 2 is equal to 3. Now f of minus 2 have value 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
So it means what? If we have value at x in this graph, now we have value at minus x in this graph. The same value at minus x. Yes? So means if we have value at this is some value a at 1. So now we have this same value at for minus f of minus x at minus 1. Yes or no?
Sir,
Hmm?
if we take like in the f of minus 1 into x, and
F
as
of
minus 1
Mhm.
into x, minus 1 is constant.
Yeah.
We take it outside, so it will be
No,
minus of x now.
no. Take side how? F of minus 1 into x, you say minus of fx.
Yes, sir.
No. This is not the property of function. What you are doing here, let's say function is, okay, let's say function your x square, okay? Let's say function is your x square. So you says if we take f of minus x, then this became minus of x square, which is minus x square. Yes or no? You says minus of fx. Yes, minus of fx minus x square. Na? Yes or no? But we know f of minus x is what? Replace x by minus x. So it will become x square, not minus x square. Yes. Both the function are different.
Okay, sir.
You cannot take one as common here. This is the property of function. F of minus x means what? F of minus x means value of function at minus x. Okay. And meaning of minus fx is means minus of fx means you have to multiply value fx with minus 1. So both are different. Okay. So now f of minus x is what? F of minus x is mirror image with respect to y-axis. So your function will become this one. Yes or no? Sorry, this is not the mirror image. Sorry. Mirror image is what? Mirror image. Yes.
So with respect to y, this is f minus x.
Yeah. For f of minus x, f mirror image of fx with respect to y-axis. Yes. For example, one more example for this. You people know, I think you know about rectangular hyperbola. Do you know or not? What is rectangular hyperbola?
So
No.
little
What is rectangular hyperbola? Rectangular hyperbola in which transverse and conjugate axis both are equal. Yes. Length of transverse and length of conjugate axis are equal. And after rotating by 45 degrees Celsius, 45 degree, after rotating by 45 degree, we'll get an equation xy is equal to some c square type equation. Yes. So this is your rectangular hyperbola. Let's say c is 1, y is equal to 1. This is your rectangular hyperbola. Means y is equal to 1 by x is what? Y is equal to 1 by x is rectangular hyperbola. Okay. This represents rectangular hyperbola. Okay. So graph is what? Graph for this function y is equal to x. We know that graph is this. Okay. This is the graph of y is equal to 1 by x. We know how to plot a rectangular hyperbola. We learned this in 11th class. Okay. So now what is the graph of y is equal to minus 1 by x? So y is equal to minus 1 by x is y is equal to minus 1 by x is replace your function x by minus x. Now function is what? Function is 1 by x. So f of minus x is what? F of minus x is 1 upon minus x, which is minus 1 upon x. Yes or no? So f of minus x is what? F of minus x is mirror image with respect to y-axis. So your graph will be like this. Okay. The yellow graph represents y equal to minus 1 by x.
yes, sir.
Okay. Next one. Now we know how to plot graph of minus of fx, mode of fx plus a, fx minus a, and how to plot graph of f of minus x. Yes. Now, how to plot, if we know the graph of fx, then how to plot the graph of f of mod x. F of mod x. Okay. F of mod x. So let's say this is your graph. Let's say this is your graph for fx. So what will be the graph of f of mod x? F of mod x is what? F of mod x is f of x when x is positive or greater than equal to, yes, and f of minus x when x is negative. Yes or no?
Negative.
So it means what? It means when x is positive, the graph will remain same for positive x. Yes or no? For positive x, the graph will remain same.
Same.
So
Yes.
my graph is for positive x. So now, what will be the graph of f of minus x when x is negative? F of minus x. We know f minus is what? F of minus x is
Mirror image with respect to y
mirror image.
axis.
Yes. So when x is negative, so f of minus x is this mirror image of this. Yes, mirror image of this. Yes or no? And delete this. Delete this part. Okay. So f of mod x is what? F of mod x is float the graph of fx. Okay. Then take its mirror image, positive part. Then take the mirror image of positive part in y-axis or with respect to x-axis and delete the graph in negative x direction. Okay. Let's say one more example. One more example is y is equal to mod x. We know, let's say fx is equal to x. So f is equal to is what? X is equal to x is your straight line, inclined at 45 degree. Okay.
Yes.
Now, if you replace x by mod x, so your graph will be mod of x. Yes. So graph of mod of x, remain the graph in the positive direction, delete the portion in negative part and take the mirror image of positive one in y-axis. So this will be the graph y is equal to mod x. Okay. Take the mirror image of positive x direction with respect to y-axis and delete the negative, delete the graph of negative x direction. Okay.
सर पॉजिटिव का मिरर इमेज लेना और नेगेटिव पार्ट को डिलीट करना.
हाँ ठीक है, पॉजिटिव को एज इट इज रखते हुए. नाउ tell me what is the graph of e power mod graph of e power mod x. So e power mod x is what? My function is e power x. Okay. If we replace x by mod x, we'll get what? We'll get e power x. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
E power x is what? E power x is this one. E power x is this one. Yes. And this point is at x is equal to 0, value is 1. Okay. Now e power mod x is what? E power mod x is remain the graph in positive direction as it is and then take mirror and delete the negative part. So delete this one, the mirror image of positive x-axis, positive x direction graph with respect to y-axis. Okay, so this is your e to the power mod x.
So negative of x part is to be deleted.
Negative of x.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next is what is graph of ln x? Graph of ln x is what? Graph of x is let's say fx is equal to your ln. Graph of ln x is this one. This point is your 1, 0. So what is the graph of ln mod x? Ln mod x. Ln mod x is nothing but this is f of mod x. Yes. And f of mod x is what? F of mod x is graph for f of mod is this one. This and takes image. So this is your y is equal to ln mod x. Yes or no? This point is minus 1 comma 0 and this point is 1 comma 0. Okay. Any doubt?
So could you repeat this one?
Take the graph in x, take the mirror image of positive x direction part. Take the mirror image of this portion with respect to y-axis, yes, and delete the negative portion part. So there is no graph in negative direction. Okay. So
Yes.
mirror image of this is what? Mirror image of this one is this. So this is your graph for ln mod x.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the graph of e power minus mod x? E power minus mod x is what? E power minus
Always
mod x is always negative. No,
Yes, sir.
e power minus mod x is always a positive quantity. Exponential function is equal to a to the power x is always a positive quantity. Okay. So graph is what? Power minus mod x. So how to draw graph of e power minus mod x? We know graph for e power x, yes? Graph
Yes,
for e
sir.
power x is what? Graph of e power x is this one. Now replace x by mod x. So graph of f mod x is what? Graph of f of mod x is graph of minus x. Sorry, graph of f of minus x. Graph of f of minus x is what? Graph of f of minus x.
Mirror image with respect to y-axis.
So this will be the graph.
Yes.
This point is 0 comma 1. Here this is 0 comma 1. So now replace x by mod x. So what will we get? What will we get? F of minus x. Yes. And f of minus mod x is what? F of minus x is our minus x. If we replace x by mod x, we'll get power minus mod x. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now, what will be the graph? If this is the graph of fx, then what will be the graph of f of mod x? So f of mod x is what? F of mod x is this one. This white one. Yes. And delete the dx
This
direction
is
part.
minus mod x.
Yes. This is e power minus mod x. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next. How to draw graph for f of x plus a? F of x plus a. If we know the graph of fx, then how to draw graph of fx plus a? We have graph of f of mod x is f of mod x. If you replace x by x plus 2, let's say this is your graph. Now graph will become f of x plus 2 is what? F of x plus 2 is mod x plus 2. This will become yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It means what? Shift the graph in backward direction or in left hand direction by a unit. Yes. Shift your graph in left hand direction or left hand side by a unit. Okay. And what will be the graph of f of x minus? Shift your graph in right hand direction with a unit. For example, let's say if you have to draw graph of mod x minus 3. Graph of mod x minus 3 is shift your graph 3 units in right hand side. So if this point is 0 0, now this point will become 3 comma 0. Yes. If you have to draw fx plus a, then shift your graph in left hand direction by a unit. And if you have to plot f of x minus a, then shift your graph in right hand side by a units. Okay. For example, last graph for today's class, ln of x plus e. ln of x plus e. ln of x plus e is what? Let's say your function is ln x. Okay, let's say your function is ln x. So we know how to ln x. ln x what is this one. Yes.
Yes.
Now ln x plus e is what? ln x plus e is f of x plus e. And how to draw f of x plus a? Shift your graph
Shift towards negative side. E.
in left side by a. Graph will be this, and this point will 1 minus e. Yes or no? 1 minus e comma 0. Shift e unit in left hand side direction. So if this point is 1, so we have to shift in left hand side by e unit. So this point will become 1. Yes. So this is your graph for ln x plus e. So this is your chapter function and relation. In next class we'll start with inverse trigonometric functions. Okay. Or maybe discuss some relations, some different type relations, symmetric, equivalent, transitive. Okay. Discuss some relations and then inverse trigonometric functions. Okay.
So the chapter is completed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you.